Yo, what is up, people? We are live. Just gonna be chilling a bit, and then we will be getting into some Blue Oyster Cult. Dude, we're gonna make sure we get a few people in here before we start. Dude, I want to make sure Toon Dog joins us, so we're just gonna be chilling for a second. Welcome everybody watching on Patreon. Really appreciate you. You might want to skip ahead just a little bit. I'll put a timestamp for when we actually start the album. For now, it's going to be like prep, and we're going to be like reading a little bit on the album as well. So that's cool, dude. We're going to be learning a little bit about what we're going to be listening to today. Yo, Toon Dog, welcome. Dude, welcome. This is your request. Patreon request, dude. And I'm really thankful that you've requested this for this month, dude. I've been talking about this album forever. The album art has just stood out to me as one of the coolest pieces of art I've ever seen. It's like weird. It's kind of gross, but we're going to get it up. Yo, Apollo, welcome, dude. Let's get a picture up real quick. Dude, it looks like a big, like, worm with... I can't even explain it. It looks like it has bubble gum stuck to its mouth, dude. This thing looks crazy. Who inspired this? So, apparently this is like... I don't think this is the real art, but who knows what the real art is, dude. We can probably find out on the Wikipedia. We have the Wikipedia up, so. You found this radio hype ad. It's 57 seconds long. I thought it would be cool to play. Blue Oyster Cult 1979 radio promo ad. Yeah, sure, dude. That sounds great. So real quick, I'm stuck on who made the art, dude. The album cover features the central part of the painting, Behemoth's World, by British artist Richard Clifton Day. Okay, so that's what we're gonna look up, dude. Behemoth's World. Yeah, dude, this is it. Just trying to get the full image on screen. 1 second. Okay. Here we have it, dude. Actually, it reminds me a bit of like David Lynch, Eraserhead. Apparently, there's more of the creatures in the back. I don't know if you can see. Like, let's try and zoom in, dude. Look at that. It's so weird. Oh, and there's a spaceship going by underneath the mouth of this first one, dude. This thing looks crazy. It looks crazy, dude. Yo, Toshiba Cat. Yo, Tammy. Welcome. Peaceful Rain. How are you doing? You're just here for a bit. Cool. No problem. Hope you're well. I am very well. Fossilized monster? It looks like it would be fossilized, right? But I think these things are very much alive, given the bigger view of this, dude. Looks like there's a whole little family happening. Requests after the album review? Yes, that is happening, dude. So just chill, sit back while we listen to some Blue Oyster Cult, dude, for about a little bit. I'm guessing it's going to probably take about an hour and a half. And, yeah, so we're just going to be chilling for a bit. And then we'll jump on into this album after we read a little bit on the album on Wiki. So, thanks everybody for joining. I'm really appreciative of that. Hope y'all are doing well. We're going to get started, guys, into what we are here for. We're going to be reviewing or listening for the first time to Cultasaurus Erectus from Blue Oyster Cult. Dude, that is the 7th studio album by Blue Oyster Cult, released in June of 1980. Following an experiment with a more commercial sound on the album Mirrors, released the previous year, this recording marked a return to the band's earlier, heavier sound. It also represents the band's first collaboration with British producer Martin Birch of Deep Purple, Fleetwood Mac, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden. He would also produce the band's following album, Fire of Unknown Origin, a year later. While the album did sell more than its predecessor, it stalled at gold status. However, during this time, Blue Oyster Cult was still filling large venues. The tour promoting Cultasaurus Erectus found the band co-headlining sports arenas in the United States with Black Sabbath as part of the Black and Blue tour. Wow, that's really cool to learn. Had no idea Black Sabbath and Blue Oyster Cult toured together. That's really funny. Black and Blue, that's perfect, right? The album cover features a central part of the painting Behemoth's World by British artist Richard Clifton Day. Dude, we just took a look at it. It is a monstrous exhibition. Like, who even thinks of this stuff, right? But I'm very excited to jump on in, dude. Let's thank the people. We have Eric Bloom on guitars, keyboards, vocals. Buck Dharma, lead guitar, bass on Deadline, keyboards, vocals. Alan Lanier on keyboards and vocals, or, my bad, guitar, not vocals. So keyboards, guitar. Joe Bouchard on bass and vocals, and Albert Bouchard on drums and vocals. And we have additional musicians as well. Don Kirshner, introduction during the Marshall Plan. And we have Mark Rivera, saxophone on the track Monsters. All right. So I am very, very excited, dude. The only track I know that I've listened to before on this album is Black Blade. And that is the track we are starting out with. So it's been a while, so I probably don't even remember what this track sounds like. So it'll be a nice refresher. And then I'm just so excited to jump on into each track, dude. I have the album up on Spotify, so hopefully we're going to get some lyrics with this as well. And I'm really just so happy everybody could be joining us, dude. Toon Dog, again, thank you so much for requesting this one. Awesome pick, dude. Can't wait to jump on and make sure you guys have your snacks ready, your smoke, your water, because we're about to dive in head first into this beast's mouth. After we get nice and toasty. Oh yeah, we're going to play the ad. I forgot. Sorry, slipped my mind for a second. Scooned up, ooned up. Let me clean up my tabs real quick. Okay, so yeah, before we jump on into this, Toon Dog gave us like this cool radio promotion ad. So we're going to hear something on the radio from like 1979 promoting Blue Oyster Cult, so I'm really excited. Gonna get to hear that old announcer voice, dude. All right, let's take a listen to this promo ad, dude.
Explosive night. Enter a new dimension in rock. Sunday, July 29. Alpine Valley Music Theater unleashes the force of Blue Oyster Cult. Blue Oyster Cult, Sunday, July 29th. Virtually blowing your mind with heavy metal and the most sophisticated special effects show in rock. Get your tickets now at all Ticketron outlets. Experience the ultimate of heavy rock pleasure. Blue Oyster Cult, Sunday, July 29th at Alpine. Continue your trip in this new dimension. Wednesday, August 8th, Alpine Valley presents the rock sensation of Journey. Journey, August 8th at Alpine. Embracing your nerves with a musical high. Tickets now available at all Ticketron outlets for Blue Oyster Cult, July 29th, and Journey, August 8th at Alpine.
Wow, dude. Wow. That was wild. What did they say about a new dimension?
The rock sensation of Journey. New dimension. Continue your trip in this new dimension.
Continue your trip in this new dimension, dude. They really went all out for this one. The effects on the voice, wow. Really trying to sell this. It was really nostalgic, dude. I remember when ads sounded exactly like this, dude. It reminds me of like the monster truck ads, dude. That was cool. Special little pop-up from Journey there at the end. That was really cool. Well, thanks for showing us that, Toon Dog, getting us in the mood. Dude, this was released a year before the album actually came out, so perfect, right? Did Blue Oyster Cult and Journey, was that an ad for them touring together, dude? Playing together? Nice little mix of songs they had for that ad, so I'm really excited to just get started, guys. So, really happy y'all are joining us. Let's start by taking a hit, guys. Don't fear the reaper. That water bottle is bigger than your head. It is, yeah. I specifically got it because it's huge. It's as big as my head. This will hold enough water to feed me or keep me hydrated for a year. It's getting a little toasty, guys. It's gonna take a couple hits. A few hits. Are sports arena sized rock concerts going on? What bands do that now? I'm out of touch. Sports arena sized rock concerts? I don't know. I haven't been to like any big concerts in the past like 10 years, dude. Don't fear the reaper. Alright, one more hit. Alright, make sure nobody's trying to contact me. Alright, dudes. We're all set and ready. We're about to jump on into our first song from Cultasaurus Erectus from Blue Oyster Cult. The song is Black Blade. Let's jump on into it.
This sword here at my side don't act the way it should. Keeps calling me its master, but I feel like its slave, hauling me faster and faster to an early, early grave. And it howls like hell. I'm told it's my duty fight against the law. That wizardry is my trade, and I was born to wade through gore. I just wanna be a lover, not a red-eyed screaming ghoul. I wish it picked another to be its killing tool. Like,
Dude, I'm loving this already. I'm remembering it. It's very like party, like almost Emerson, Lake and Palmer-ish, dude. It's very interesting, very unique for a Blue Oyster Cult song. But hey, every single song we listen to from Blue Oyster Cult is unique. The song is sick though. I remember this now. The cool vocal presentation, Black Blade, Blade, Blade. The lyrics are super cool, dude. Like fantasy, just darkness. The wizardry's my trade, and I was born to wade through gore. Brutal. All right, let's keep it going. What do you guys think so far? Great percussion as well. Really tripping me out. Let's get back into this. Real quick, I think that whooshing sound is maybe the sound of the sword, the black blade being swung. I don't know, dude. That's just my imagination. But that's what I love about Blue Oyster Cult. They allow your imagination to take charge of the story, dude. This is a very cool poem. The idea of just a black blade. Like, why is it black, dude? Killing so its power can grow. Well, there you go. That's the blackness represents just all the evil power it's accumulated. Now, to be fair, I'm not a fan of like, the black equals, evil trope, but I'm still really into this. Dude, this is sick. It's like switching between a kind of prog feel, prog metal, prog rock feel into kind of like a party rock atmosphere. This is just super cool. I love this. Dude, here's where I think they're building the atmosphere for this whole like planet we're on. I think these might be the growls of like that monster we see on the cover, dude. That's what I'm giving it to. It's that thing snarling. Whoa, what a sinister atmosphere. I'm scared. I am fearful, dude. We're somewhere else. We're not on Earth anymore.
It's death from the beginning to the end of time. And I'm the cosmic champion. And I hold a mystic sign. And the whole world's dying. And the burden's mine. And the black soul keeps on killing. Till the end of time. Bring the chaos to the world we know. It's easy to kill our friends.
Oh no.
Getting stronger so the world will end. Forcing my mind to bend and bend.
Oh.
Cosmic story goes on for eternity. Carving out destiny, bringing in the hordes of chaos, bringing up a piece of Hades, sucking out the souls of heroes. Always tonight and ladies. My master is my slave.
Oh my god. Damn, dude, this sword is not kidding. Dude, that sword called us poor. Dude, this sword is ruthless. They're rude. Wow. Killing so its power can grow made me kill my friends, dude, forcing my mind to bend and bend. And then the Black Blade takes over, and the song changes to a more like Kraftwerk inspired song, dude. I forgot all about how cool of an experience this song is, dude. Wow. Wow, oh, they did good work on this one. This one's a masterpiece, dude. They opened up with this. I am the Black Blade. Oh, don't I have... Oh, I don't think I have my auto-tune. Dude, I had an auto-tune attached at some point. Well, you guys are missing out. This was sick. It was a vocoder. Dude, I want a vocoder. Dude, sick story. This is the kind of stuff I love reading books about. Whoever came up with this, I like where your mind's at, dude. Can't wait to listen to the next song, dude. What an amazing start to the album. Carving out destiny, My cosmic soul, it goes on for eternity, forged 1,000,000,000,000 years ago. Wow. And then in the fade out, you poor fucking humans. Brutal, dude, just such a mean sword. Well, let me know what you guys thought of Black Blade by Blue Oyster Cult. We're going to move on into the next track. Wow. What do we have coming up? We have the song Monsters. Dude, oh, don't even get me started on the guitar solo. Dude, this song was just chock full of every single thing I love about music in general. Twists, turns, epic solos. Dude, shout out to Buck. What if Blue Oyster Cult actually stood for Black Ominous Cows? We can't prove that it doesn't stand for that. Nobody's ever actually seen Blue Oyster Cult spelled out. That's a fact. All right, so what do you got to say? Thanks, John, for posting the Tea Party reaction. Oh, yeah. Dude. No problem. Yeah, glad to revisit it. Yeah, glad people can revisit that as well. That was a little while ago. All right. Boring old cacti. Bountiful otters cult. All right, getting into the second track of the album, Monsters. Dude, okay, so right away reminded me of like Gentle Giant. Oh, this seems like something they would do. I love this. It's quirky, dude. Fitting with the vibe of the last song. Okay. Let's keep it going.
Got our hands on the ship and stowed away into the night. The four of us and Pashadeer, she to steer and we to fight.
Dude, I can't even believe what I'm listening to. Like, holy crap. What? It just went straight into some like smooth jazz, dude. Smooth club. Dude, the horns. We're gonna back it up a little bit. Wow. What? Dude, this song is crazy. Holy crap, dude. Blue Oyster Cult's one of the best bands in the world. Just gotta scream it from the mountaintops. Dude. Yo, Fords. Yo, how you doing, dude? Welcome. You're fine, dude. Just getting into the second song here. Cultasaurus Erectus, Monsters. I don't know if there's lyrics yet, so yeah, I think I missed out on some lyrics, but it's all right. Let's get back into the song. Wow. Oh.
Love never should have answered. It was never in the plan. We were finally gonna have her and let Joe be down. Joe woke from a stupor. It was clear something was wrong. He rushed in and found us with her, and in his rage he aimed his gun. One shot and it was over. She smiled and then was gone.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, of course I was muted. Thanks, guys. Thanks, I appreciate it. Okay, so I read the lyrics basically while I was muted. What I surmise is four-person crew left the planet, dude. And I feel like maybe it's like the thing, dude. Welcome. Yeah, welcome me back. I feel like it's maybe like something like the thing where there's like an alien hidden inside somebody, like and it's turning us against each other. Uh, so kind of a different like theme, right, than the previous track. Uh, I really appreciate you. I'm so sorry. Gosh, it's probably gonna happen again, dude. It's bound to. I always mute when I cough, dude. I don't want guys to hear me coughing, dude. Especially if it's in the middle of a song. Again, this brings us back to our issue. I need like the red light, right? The red light situation. How do you guys interpret this song? What happened at the end here, dude? So we're going to move on into the next one. Can't wait to see what's coming up. We got next, Divine Wind. Wow. I love this title. I don't know, just something about like something like the wind is holy. Interesting. Or just divine. Divine can mean a lot, right? So let's jump on into it. Dude, I just want to talk about the vibe of this one. It's like we're a little bit edgy. We're a little bit cooler now. Don't know. This is like we're walking down the street and we know we're cool. So I brought up the lyrics in the background, so I'm going to try and follow along, dude. Blood of bat, tail of newt, wing of metal, bone of steel, vial of health, flask of pain, staff of life, or poison rain. This was the beginning, so we'll go over it after we're done. Let's get back into this. Seriously cool guitar parts, dude. Love the atmosphere of this one. Definitely feels like we are a cool demon or something. Maybe that's thanks to Eric Bloom's vocals. He has a very cool, like, sinister, evil person voice. This one is about the Iranian hostage crisis. Okay, so... Really? Alright, well, I'll keep that in mind, dude. Straying away from the fantasy subjects.
Fast cars, fast women, movie stars, time of trouble, time of trial, turn to Memphis,
All right, dude, that was Divine Wind by Blue Oyster Cult. A really cool, relaxing track, dude. That was like kind of like a southern rock, kind of groovy, strutting down the street like your cool track. Like that's what I talked about earlier. And I always attribute the rhythm or the tempo of a song as to like physical movements. Like however fast the song's going, that's how fast it makes me want to go, you know? Dude, the guitars just wailing with that distortion. Dude, it's so cool. Love the chords in this one. Cool presentation. This one was real chill, dude. So apparently this one, the lyrics really, like on the surface, it's not exactly too easy to tell what it's talking about, but on the about section, this is a political song, a response to the Iranian government holding 52 United States citizens hostage. Wrote it with a form of open-mindedness, as it's really about how Iran views the USA and why they would think of the country as evil, or as the song puts it, the devil. Interesting. Well, we won't get into, you know, the exact situation this stemmed from, dude. You know, I mean, I might on my own time, but I don't think we'll talk about it on stream, dude. Sounds like a big part of history that I should learn about. Wow. Big Octopus Crisis. That's a good one. That's a good one. This one was a lot of fun. I liked the sinister vocals from Eric Bloom, dude. This one was cool. All right, dude. You know, obviously not as like progressive or like different, shocking as the first couple of tracks, dude. We took a step back, gave us something chill, something down to earth. Dude, they wanted to talk about some reality for a second. So we're gonna move on, friends. Let me know what you thought of Divine Wind. We're gonna move on into the fourth track of the album, Deadline. Let's jump on into it. Dude, oh, I'm loving this, dude. Is this Buck singing? I'm guessing. I'm gonna guess it is, assuming it is. Again, we have another like step into maybe a new wave kind of sound here, a kind of new wave pop-ish vibe. Wow. Okay, so we're getting a lot of diversity on this album. This is really impressive. I'm digging the vibe. I like this a lot. Let's just jump on back into it. It's really bright and shiny. This is a lot of fun. It is Buck singing. Gotcha. Dude, Buck has been in charge of a couple of the more like new wave hits from Blue Oyster Cult, huh? Shooting the Shark. And then this one. What do you guys think so far? This song is a Deadline. Let's get back into it. Oh, real quick, I forgot to mention, this is reminding me a lot of like The Police. Anybody else getting some The Police from this? Whoa. Dude, this song is seriously cool. Deadline. You know, I'm taking those immediate just power chord pounding moments as like, this is it. Deadline's up. That's like the alarm or something. It's like, I don't know how to explain. It's like your time is up, dude. Ticking up the clock, maybe. Just pounding at you. You said you'd be here at 4:45. I didn't know if you were dead or alive. How long you think that I can sharpen my knife? Got better things to do with my life. It's almost a deadline. Don't miss the deadline, darling. When all your bad dreams will come true. Don't miss the deadline. I wouldn't want it to happen to you. Phil screamed at him and he hung up the phone. I wonder if he ever felt more alone. He never finished his coffee that night. The photo they showed David was a terrible sight. He missed the deadline. He passed the deadline, darling, and I believe that somehow he knew. He crossed the deadline. He passed the deadline, darling. So maybe deadline means something else here, not exactly like a time when you have to submit your work, but more like deadline as in like lifeline kind of deal. He missed the deadline. I don't know, maybe there's some wordplay happening here. There wasn't a thing anybody could do. Listen, my darling, now, don't play with fire. You find a way to balance faith and desire. And we just close up with the chorus, dude. Let's see what Genius has to say. Anything about this one? Yeah, there is something on the About section. This song is about an acquaintance they had, Phil King, who was shot after a deal went bad. As Dharma himself put it in an interview with NME, it's a little underappreciated in terms of airplay. The song is about an old friend of ours, Phil King, who used to book us into small clubs. He was murdered as the result of messing with organized crime and not paying up. He disregarded the gravity of the consequences. On another level, the narrative thrust is a cautionary rap. It's all true. Whoa, dude. Wow. That's crazy. And I think, yeah, I was spot on with the double meaning thing. Wow, deadline and deadline meaning. Wow, he missed the deadline. It all makes sense now. Okay, well, a fitting name. What did you think of this one? I like their new wave songs, dude. I really want to hear more. Again, I just got so much of like Sting's vocal performance in this. I can hear him doing this song as well. All right, we're gonna move on into the next one. What is the next song, dude? The Marshall Plan. Let's jump on into it, dude. Okay, real quick, dude, I'm getting more of like an arena rock, southern rock vibe from this one, more commercial, dude. I'm digging it though. You know, I think I recognize the riff. You know, I'm not sure if we actually heard this one before, but it sounds a little familiar. I'm digging it though. Tammy says Alice Cooper vibes. Okay, dude, we definitely need to jump more into some Alice Cooper, dude. All right, let's get back into this. I'm not really following along with the lyrics. I'm into the sound right now. We'll go back over the lyrics. We have listened to this one before. It makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. But it sounds great though. I love the vibe of this. It's different, dude. I love the diversity we have on this album, you know. It's cool. Never know what to expect. Like what are we gonna get next from Blue Oyster Cult? Let's get back into this one.
Well, it's showtime, and he's caught up in the crowd. He hates the crowds, but he loves the music loud. He reaches out, and Susie's disappeared. Now Johnny's standing on the corner after the show, looking for what Susie did. But there goes his Susie in the band's limousine, yeah. But that's the way it goes at these rock and roll shows. That's the way it goes.
Dude, that's pretty cool.
Boy, if I only had a good guitar and a big amp, boy, it wouldn't be somebody else taking my girl away. Tell you, I know what I should do. And I'll put an ad in the paper. Get a few other guys want to play as much as I do. Tell you, I ain't playing no surf music. I'm gonna play some heavy music.
Okay.
I'm gonna play bad. I'm gonna play loud. I know just what I want it to sound like. It's gonna sound like. It's gonna sound like.
This is Don Kirshner, and tonight on Don Kirshner's Rock Concert, a new phenomenon in the music world. With 6 million albums to its credit in just 2 short years, my
Wow.
good friend, here's Johnny.
Holy crap, dude. Johnny got cheated on by his girlfriend with a rock band, and he decides to become his own rock band, dude. And 6 million albums in 2 years? Wow. An epic solo by Don Kirshner. Dude, I forgot to shout out, we also had some saxophone work on the second track, Monsters, dude. So we gave them a shout out at the beginning, but dude, this is a crazy track, dude. That solo was sick. What do you guys think so far? This is a lot of fun. Dude, real funny song. This is probably the funniest one so far.
Here's my good friend, here's Johnny.
Now Johnny became a legend in his time. Found it easier to live in vain. Half a hero in a hard-hearted game. Now it's showtime, and he's caught up in the flow. He hates the rush, but he needs the music so. Still he reaches out, but Susie's disappeared. Well, that's the way it goes after he's rocking the show. It's rock and roll. That's the way it goes. It's rock and roll. That's the way it goes. It's rock and roll. That's the way it goes.
Wow, dude. Definitely one of the craziest songs on this album, dude. Did not expect any of this. This is just really more down to earth. You know, there's no spaceships or monsters in this one, dude. You know, maybe except Susie, dude. But at least it got Johnny to make his own experience happen, dude. Probably met Don Kirshner. Dude, Buck with the guitar solos on this one, dude, he was shredding. Like, holy crap. Epic song, cool story, hilarious, dude. Classic feel. You guys felt some Ted Nugent in the guitar solo? I can feel that. So, what did you guys think of that one? The Marshall Plan by Blue Oyster Cult. Okay, so yeah, that was technically another one we have listened to off this album, but you know, that's all right, dude. The other one being Black Blade. Let's see where the album goes, dude. Getting into track 6 with the song Hungry Boys. Yo, Manos, I'm glad you're enjoying it with me. Hungry Boys is a song about being on the road and just being so hungry, just insatiable. Yeah, every song's been a banger so far. It's been a lot of fun, dude. We passed the halfway mark. We're in the last 4 songs of the album now, dude. So real quick, we'll see how much longer we got, dude, and depending on the time, we'll see how many songs we're gonna take for the free request portion. Probably gonna take like 8, dude. I think 8 is what we're gonna go for. Bow, bow, now, bow, now, bow, bow. And we will open up the requests when we're done with these Blue Oyster Cult songs. This would be a great album to play at a party. Oh, yeah. Definitely get the party livened up. Mondosaurus. Nice shirt, John. I mean, it's just... What even is this? Reebok. It's Reebok. I need to get a new hoodie. Need to get a brighter colored one. You always think of Mono's Hands of Fate. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Oh, I need to watch that MST3K. I've watched a few. Don Kirshner signed Kansas. Whoa. That's awesome news. Well, old news, but still news to me. All right, so let's jump on in to Hungry Boys after we take another hit. I think Puma Man has been my favorite so far. Or Space Mutiny have been like some of the most memorable. All right, let's jump on into Hungry Boys.
Sometimes it feels like I can't get enough. My buddies and me keep looking for the stuff to make us feel the blood rushing through our veins. Just to keep on living, it's bound to be a strain. We're hungry boys. We're hungry boys. We're hungry boys. We're hungry boys. Hungry, hungry, hungry. Friday night we kick off, heading for the city.
Dude, why does this feel like we're in Greece or something? All of a sudden, it feels like not even Greece. Any kind of musical. This is funny, dude. It feels like old school rock and roll. I love the piano. It's literally a song about being hungry. But they were like, what do we write about today? Well, we do experience hunger, don't we, boys? Yes, we do. Let's write about that. Honestly, write about anything. I want to hear the most obscure songs ever. Please.
Friday
Friday night we kick off, heading for the city. And dance with the lady from the wide snow country. And when she takes us home, then we get a little love. That's something you can't get enough of. We're hungry boys. We're hungry boys. We're hungry boys. We're hungry boys. Hungry, hungry, Now look at Lily, he's really got the need. Barry's got the needle, but she always makes him bleed. Louis was the one who really brought the stuff to town. But the cops moved in and shut the operation down. That's why we're hungry boys. 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 Hungry, hungry,
Oh, I didn't want this song to end. Hungry Boys. Buck, Dharma bringing the hot solos. Dude, he is just shredding up a storm, dude. Buck, you did a great job on this one. Hungry, hungry. Dude, where did this song go in terms of lyrics? What the heck is happening here? Friday night, we take off heading for the city to dance with the lady from the white snow country. And if she takes us home and we get a little love, that's something can't get enough of. Oh, okay, so we're different kind of hungry. What are the implications here, dude? Now look at Louis. He's really got the need. Valerie's got the needle, but she always makes him plead. Oh, are we talking a bit more serious? Drugs, dude. Louis was the only one who really brought the stuff to town, but the cops moved in and shut the operation down. Okay, well, I'm assuming this is a fictitious story, dude. But the band is crazy. Who knows? This might be real. Might be real, dude. What's your interpretation? I love this song. Never know what to expect. God dang, dude. Even on a single album, they're so consistent with the diversity. It's so cool. So they're out of drugs and wrote a song. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, dude. They're hungry not only for food. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, hold on. This is not about food at all. I thought the first verse, let's read it. Sometimes it feels like you can't get enough. My buddies and me keep looking for the stuff to make us feel the blood rushing through our veins, dude. Why, dude? Why did I think this was about eating? Like, it's so obvious now. Hungry, hungry. The lady from the white snow country. Consistent diversity is going to be the name of my next band. It's a great name. Go ahead, have it. Uh, Toon Dog. Albert uh, was eaten up with coke at the time and got fired by the next album. Oh my gosh. Speedballing, is that what that's called, dude? Just doing so much coke? Gotcha, dude. It's one I have not touched. That's what I'm a little scared of, dude. I hear people overdosing all the time. Doesn't sound very pleasant of like a physical pleasant experience, but I hear, I mean, you know, I hear it's a pretty popular high. Never done it. Doesn't interest me. Probably won't. Do probably stay away. I'll probably stick to weed. Hungry, hungry. Dude, my nose has enough problems, dude. Hungry, hungry. It was probably a typo, but you know, I just went with it. Words. Coke makes you a new man, and the first thing a new man wants, more Coke. Yeah, I hear the experience is a lot of fun, right? But I don't know, it's just not as easily accessible. So like I haven't even been around it, dude, to even try it. Like I always viewed it as like an 80s drug. Uh but all right, dudes. We're gonna move on. Cool song, dude. Sick. Rock and roll, dude. The next song we're gonna get into, Fallen Angel. One last remark on Hungry Boys, just a great song. It was fantastic. Had a great time. Hungry, hungry. It's ruined a lot of lives. Yeah, I can imagine, right? Only the first toot is good, and then for like 5 minutes. Damn. Oh, yeah. I mean, that makes sense, right? Doesn't sound very long at all. It doesn't sound appealing. Also, it sounds expensive and just short-lived. All right, all right. Let's jump on into Fallen Angel. Thanks again, Toondock, for getting us to listen to this. I'm having so much fun. Glad everybody else is too. Search how Coke is made. Dude, it's from like a plant, isn't it? And it's like a weird... I actually don't know beyond that. All I know it's from a plant, dude. That's it.
From the dust I rose on high, from the cloud in a two-lane sky, from the world I did rebel, and fallen angel. How we lost was in.
Dude, whose voice is this? Is this Rod Stewart? Or what? Is this Roger Daltrey? Dude, who the heck is this? I like this a lot. Wow. No, already just shocking. All right, we got to get back into this. Can I just appreciate the synths too, the tones of the beautiful tones of the keyboards, dude? Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. They've been using a lot of synth work on this to create lots of cool noises. Just like little nuggets in the songs. Guest singer, real quick, I did not see a guest singer on the Wikipedia. We just have Don Kirshner and Mark Rivera doing. So Mark Rivera did saxophone, Don Kirshner did the introduction on that one song. And we have everybody credited with vocals. Oh, we can do the lead vocals. So who's doing lead vocals? Oh, Joe Bouchard. Joe Bouchard is doing lead vocals on this one, according to Wikipedia. All right, awesome, dude. I'm assuming this is probably his song that he maybe wrote. Are there writing attributions? Yes. Jay Bouchard and Helen Wheels is attributed to being a writer for this song as well, dude. Helen Wheels? Helen Wheels was an American singer and songwriter. She was born from a Jewish family during the 70s. She was involved with punk in New York and got the name Helen Wheels from Handsome Dick Manitoba of the Dictators. Wow. So many names I'm first seeing. She wrote several lyrics for Blue Oyster Cult. Okay, cool. Awesome. Had no idea, dude. She should be listed in the personnel. No, Don Kirshner was in the past track. He was on, what track was he on? He was on, the Marshall Plan. He spoke a little bit as if he was like presenting his show. It was like a few tracks before. This is Joe Bouchard doing vocals, so he wrote Hot Rails to Hell. Okay, gotcha. Hell on Wheels, Helen Wheels is a common drag queen's name. It's a good one. That's a good one, honestly. Makes a lot of sense. All right, we'll jump back on in to this track. Back it up just a little bit. Wow, dude. That was Fallen Angel by Blue Oyster Cult. Honestly, this is my favorite song so far. Very, like, pop, rock, a little bit of progginess, dude. Reminds me of, like, Rush Spirit of the Radio. Or is it just Spirit of Radio? I love The synth in this track, it's so bright, lovely. Joe Bouchard's vocals actually remind me a lot of Roger Taylor's vocals in Queen. A bit of this felt like a Queen track. Just overall great song, dude. And does this mean he's like Satan? Because isn't this like Satan's story, dude? Let's start from the beginning. From the dust I rose on high, thundercloud in a two-lane sky. From the world I did rebel, a fallen angel. Okay, so like, maybe this is just like a self-grandizing kind of story, dude. It's just like setting yourself apart. You're kind of like an outcast. You feel outcast, dude. A real edgy way to put it, dude. It's like one of the most edgy lyrics I've ever read, dude. Highway lust was in my blood. No girl could ever take my love. Cold and cruel, and then I fell. A fallen angel. But they rhyme it, dude. A fallen angel. He's very much comparing himself to Satan, dude. He's like, wow. He's like, I'm such a bad dude, and I'm pretty sure he had a lot of self-loathing issues going on, dude. Didn't somebody mention who was struggling with coke? Was it Joe? And he was kicked out. Oh, it was Albert. It was Albert who was struggling. Gotcha. Well, that's still sad, dude. I hope Albert got help. And, I hope Joe still got some help for, maybe falling. I hope he was able to rise back up again, dude. Maybe look at himself in a better light. A fallen angel. Dude, it's a sick song. Like, musically, it had me pumped up, dude. Powerful stuff. Can't wait to listen to the next one. What'd you guys think of this one? A fallen angel. Well, we got 2 tracks left, guys. Blue Oyster Cult's Lips in the Hills. The hills have lips. I love that movie. All right, let's jump on into it.
I am gripped by what I cannot
dude, quick pause. This song is so energetic, dude. Being driven by the percussion and the guitar chugging along. This is one of the heavier ones as well. Reminds me of the opening tracks. It seems like we're going back to the beginning style a bit of like a prog rock 70s kind of vibe, dude. Lips in the Hills. Again, it's just making me imagine maybe we're on an alien planet, dude, and there's like those worm creature dinosaurs coming out of the cliffs, dude, or coming out of the hills. So that's why you see the lips in the hills. I don't know. But we have the lyrics, a rare phantasm, dude. The godless night, the night that I saw lips in the hills. Wow. Okay, let's keep the song going. Let's finish it up, and then we'll talk a little bit more at the end. Let's back it up. Great guitar work from Buck, dude. Fantastical. The composition of this song is just so like grand and otherworldly, mysterious. It's so cool. Bam, 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 bam. All right, let's get back into it. Oh, dude, that's a pretty cool outro. I like that. Sorry about that. So let's take a look at these lyrics, dude. Lips in the Hills. You know, while listening to this song, I didn't get too much in terms of context, dude. I'm gripped by what I cannot tell. Have I slipped or have I merely fell? I feel gypped. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. So we don't say this word. I don't say this word anymore. I feel. What is. I understand the meaning, dude. Like you've been stolen from, dude. You feel cheated. My senses telling lies. I've been stiffed by serpents' soundless cries. So this is what made me think initially of the dinosaur creature on the front cover, dude. Serpents' soundless cries. But we could still be very well in the real here, dude, like our real world. Although the song gave me like a fantasy kind of feel. Up in the hills, an apparition, filling me with superstition. A fiery night, the night that I saw, the night that I saw. Lips in the hills. Lips in the hills. Dude, what could this mean? It's scary. I'm scared. I don't like seeing lips in hills, dude. I'm so flipped, snared by hidden claws. I've been tripped. I'm crawling on all fours. I've been stripped. The insulation's gone. Wish I'd slept to waking in the morn. Not having a good time. It might be a bad trip, dude. Up in the sky, beyond the chasm, my eyes behold a rare phantasm, the godless night, the night that I saw. The night that I saw lips in the hills, dude. And we just repeat what we've already read. Crazy song, dude. Makes me scared. I'd never want to see Lips in the Hills. That's how you know you've taken too much, dude. All right, what'd you think of that song? It was a lot of fun. Dude, their synth work, their synth tones are real nice, real pleasurable. And they know how to write some good prog rock music. Would you rather have lips or eyes? Like, if I could only choose one? Probably eyes. I would choose to have eyes over having a mouth, dude. I think it would be harder to live without eyes than it is without a mouth. I don't know. I feel like I could just communicate with like sign language and eating. I guess it would suck to eat, huh? You'd have to you gotta find other ways to get food in you. Okay, so they both come with their pros and cons. You know, maybe we need some more time to weigh this out and give it a proper think. But we are moving on into our last song of this album, dude. Thanks again, Toon Dog, for getting us to listen to this, dude. The song is Unknown Tongue. I have anxiety with unknown tongues, dude. I gotta know whose tongue is being presented to me. Otherwise, it's just a mystery tongue, dude. And, you know, I guess I can understand in an orgy, you might want a tongue to be unknown. Better. It makes sense. Let's see what the song's about, dude. Good hypothesis. Forwards. Let's jump on into it.
There was no light shining through the window as Margaret lay in her bed. She was wearing her cotton pajamas, a crucifix above her head. She awoke from a dream. Her eyes were open, her lips were moving in the dark. Speak to me in many voices. Make them all sound like one. Let me see your sacred mysteries. Reveal to me the unknown tongue. Reveal to me the unknown tongue. She put her hands upon her breasts, and they were small and hard and young. And everywhere she touched, she felt the fire waiting for the answer that must surely come. Is this the way to love, or is this just the way to die? Speak to me in many voices, make them all sound like one. Let me see your sacred mysteries. Reveal to me the unknown tongue. Reveal to me the unknown tongue. Then she took her father's razor and watched it cut into her palm. She put her hand up to her mouth to taste the blood so holy and warm. She got up in the morning
Okay. Real quick before we continue, gotta just remark on this real quick. It's almost like a regal vibe on this one. It feels more like a Queen track mixed with. It doesn't really feel like Queen too much. Gosh, who do we compare this to? Oh gosh, I just don't know. It feels like an opera, dude. It feels like we're listening to like a story. I don't know. It's just so present. It's presented in such like a fantastical way, dude. This is So is it just about maybe a girl losing virginity, so to speak, dude? Crucifix above her head, she woke from a dream. Eyes were open, her lips were moving in the dark. Uh, Speak to me in many voices, make them all sound like one. Let me see your sacred mysteries. Oh, is there like a demon? Reveal to me the unknown tongue. And everywhere she touched, she felt a fire, waiting for the answer that must surely come. Whoa, dude, what is happening here? Something interesting, for sure. Tongue equals language. Hey, that's that's very good. Yes, I should note that. All right, so I think again here we might be playing with double meanings. So reveal to me the unknown language, as well as, maybe having a sexual connotation as well. Let's just keep the song rolling, friends. Then we'll talk about the lyrics after, dude. It's a lot of fun. Feels again like a party kind of vibe, dude. Reminds me a little bit of like Supertramp in some ways. The specific track. All right, getting back into it.
Her palm, she put her hand up to her mouth to taste the blood so holy and warm. She got up in the morning, put on a dress and patent leather shoes. Ate a cereal and kissed her mother, caught the bus and went to school. Speak to me in many voices, make them all sound like one. Let me see your sacred mysteries. Reveal to me the unknown tongue. Reveal to me the unknown tongue. Reveal to me. 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 Reveal to me.
Oh my gosh. Dude, Eric Bloom giving us the demon voice. Whoa, dude. That was unknown tongue. All right. So, taking your guys' input, dude, being brainwashed by evangelicals that speak in tongues, dude. That is such a good analysis, Toon Dog. Thank you so much. Like, that clears a lot of things up for me. It makes a lot of sense. Uh, I was assuming maybe this is like, dude, I think it's very close to what I was explaining, at least, but that there's an, evangelical background to that, dude. Like, there is that pressure, the looming demon, dude, that will punish you. Speak to me in many voices, make them all sound like one, dude. It also fits very well with like the Blue Oyster Cult theme of just having like evil situations happening in a song, dude. And at the end, she cut her palm, put her hand up to her mouth, tasted the blood. She got up in the morning, got ready for school, ate her cereal, took the bus, and the voices are still coming to her, dude. A brutal song, dude. Very metal. Lyrics wise, dude, that song was a lot of fun to listen to. Whoa, and a way to close the album, guys. This wasn't my favorite song, but it was a good song regardless, dude. A upbeat, fun way to end it, dude. Oh my gosh. Muted? Am I muted, guys? It shouldn't be. Dude, sick album. Thank you so much, Toon Dog. Dude, really appreciate you. This is number 5 on your Blue Oyster Cult album ranking. Awesome. That's pretty high, dude. Wow. Okay, so this is like number 5. Wow. Can't wait to check out the rest of your top 5. Dude, Blue Oyster Cult just are insane musicians overall. So impressive. I was not expecting the amount of diversity on this album, dude. We have just song after song of just changing up genres, giving us shocking twists, introducing cool new like sound effects. Like in Black Blade, we got the swooshing of the blade, and we got a lot of other like space kind of noises and dreamlike soundscapes were created, dude. It's a lot of fun, and we got some classic sounds as well, you know, some like radio-friendly southern rock, party, arena rock hits, dude, as well as some like we had something for everybody in this album, dude. It was like a everything pie. Dude, I'm glad we got to listen to this together. It was a lot of fun. Let me know you guys' thoughts. And, dude, what was your favorite song off the album? Toon Dog, first 3, then Fire of Unknown Origin. Gotcha. So Fire of Unknown Origin comes on after this one, huh? Again, shout out to the whole crew. Dude. Blue Oyster Cult. Everybody who had a hand in making this. Dude, Eric Bloom, Buck Dharma, Alan Lanier, Joe Bouchard, Albert Bouchard, Don Kirshner, Mark Rivera, Helen Wheels, Richard Meltzer, Karen Bouchard, Michael Moorcock, John Trivers. These are like additional writers. So again, go and give Blue Oyster Cult some support, guys. They deserve it. One of the best bands ever. So thanks again, Toon Dog, dudes. Appreciate ya.